Fairy tales, timeless stories we all grew up with. We know them as tales of hope, love, and happily ever after. But what if I told you the versions we know today are sanitized shadows of their original forms? Beneath the surface of these childhood classics lie dark and twisted origins, filled with violence, betrayal, and grim morality. Let's dive into the disturbing truths behind the fairy tales we thought we knew. Take Cinderella, for example. In the version you know, her stepsisters fail to fit into the glass slipper, and Cinderella marries the prince in a joyous wedding. But the original tale, recorded by the brothers Grimm, is far more brutal. The stepsisters, desperate to fit the slipper, mutilate their own feet, one cutting off her toes, the other slicing her heel. Their deception is revealed when the prince notices blood dripping from the shoe. And their punishment? At Cinderella's wedding, birds peck out their eyes, leaving them blind for the rest of their lives. Then there's Sleeping Beauty, a story of romance and true love's kiss, or so we thought. The earliest version, Sun, Moon, and Talia, by Giambattista Basile, tells a much darker tale. Instead of a prince gently waking her, a king finds Talia asleep, takes advantage of her unconscious state, and leaves her. She awakens months later, not from a kiss but from giving birth to twins, fathered by the very king who violated her. Little Red Riding Hood might seem like a simple cautionary tale about staying on the path, but its origins are steeped in horror. In Charles Perrault's version, the wolf tricks Little Red into bed and devours her, no woodsman to save the day. The story ends with a grim moral. Young girls who wander into the woods are likely to fall prey to predators. Even Hansel and Gretel, the tale of two clever siblings outwitting a witch, was born from dark historical realities. During times of famine in medieval Europe, parents would abandon their children in the woods to reduce the burden of feeding them. The story reflects the desperation and cruelty that hunger could drive people to, with the added horror of cannibalism as a central theme. But why were these stories so dark? In their earliest forms, fairy tales weren't meant for children. They were cautionary tales for adults, teaching harsh lessons about survival, morality, and the dangers of the world. Over time, as these stories were adapted for children, their gruesome edges were softened, but traces of their dark origins still linger. So the next time you hear a fairy tale, remember, beneath the glitter and magic lies a shadowy world where happy endings weren't guaranteed. And the moral of the story often came at a bloody price. But what do you think? Should these dark origins be remembered, or do the modern versions serve us better? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed exploring this darker side of history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, stay curious.